Today's the day we're going to start working on getting this thing fixed up. We haven't really done anything to work on this one yet. Seen a couple videos if you watch our channel. But first thing we got to do before we really get going on this one is, I don't know, she should be ashamed of herself, but we all get in a state of disrepair sometimes. But the first thing we got to do is get rid of that 2x4 right there. And in order to do that, we got a couple of these. So we're going to work on putting these in here, replace the struts that are there because they're not doing anything at all. They don't hold it up one single bit. So we're going to replace those, get the hood standing up by itself, get rid of that 2x4 so this whole Porsche doesn't look too redneck, and then we'll start digging into putting all of that stuff in and on the car, which will be the next video. So stay tuned, subscribe, and keep watching if you want to see how we get this this 928 that we picked up back on the road and running strong. So to work on these struts, first thing we got to do is get them off. So right here, just going to run a screwdriver in and back this old rusty clip right here out. Hard to do that and film all at the same time, but that's what you got to do there. And then down here on this end, same thing, rusty little clip. So we'll pull both of those off, get the new one out, put it on there, and put the clips back. So that's the steps, but let me go ahead and put the camera down, get that thing out of there. Like I showed you, you just run it up in that groove, pop that thing out of there, and it comes off. Okay, I don't have my cameraman here. He went to go see his grandparents this weekend, but here's these little clips. This one's really rusty and bent, so I'm hoping when I get inside of these new ones that they have some. Haven't seen yet, but anyway, you just pull that clip off of there. Here, this one you can see is kind of part of the way still on there. Didn't come all the way off yet, but came off enough so that you could open up this end right here, and that's where the little peg goes. Same thing on this hole right there that it goes into. And then over here on the car, you see it goes right there. So that little kind of ball there, and then right there. So that's the two places it goes. So we'll wipe those down, clean them off a little bit, and then put the new one on. Let me show you what the new one looks like, and get rid of this 2x4. So as you can see, the new one does have that clip on there. You can see it sticks in that side like that. So I'm thinking, we'll find out, that all I got to do is just, once I clean that little ball off just a little bit, maybe smear a touch of with some grease on it just to help out. But I'm thinking I can probably just, it's having trouble focusing, but I can probably just like mash it on there and I don't have to pull that clip out of here at all. But we'll see. Anyway, that's what we'll do, try to get it in there. All right, so I got this side off. You can see I just put a little bit of the grease that I had on there, just a touch. And as I suspected, all you have to do is take this thing, and just put it right there. Give it a little push, and it pops right on. And then you come up here to this side. Sorry for the shaky camera work, but I'm trying to do two things at once. These are much harder to push than the old ones. And you see I missed. So anyway, pull this down. Clip it on there. That works. And I just caught the 2x4. And success. There she sits. So now the hood stays up by itself, and we can start working on all the stuff in there. So that's pretty much it. It's not hard to do. These things weren't super expensive, but replacing those two things definitely gets us on the track to being able to work under here without having to worry about the hood falling on our head. So the new ones, I do want to show you. Zoom out a little bit. So these, you just either did or will see me struggling trying to compress the new ones. They're significantly harder to compress than this, which is still, I mean, it's got a put a little power into it, and it does come back out. But it was not enough to hold that hood up, even though it's a aluminum hood, not supposed to be too heavy. But so these still actuate, but you can see they're easy to push down, and that's the problem. So anyway, replaced with those new ones from FCP Euro, and we're all set. Now we're going to get to putting all of that in and on the car next.